And so at some point she was like, yeah, Shiti, why come out? Oh my goodness, why am I even saying? I don't want to talk about other people. Not I don't want to be sued. But at some point I decided yeah, and it's not like force no. So she was not at fault at all. And I love her from afar. Hi and welcome. I'm Lucia Mokwa. You are watching my new series from Duldung to Legal Residency. I'll be releasing new series every Wednesday and Sunday, so be subscribed and let's continue. Came back home and the plan was, yeah, let's just do what they say. Let's just go with these travel certificates, right? Let's continue to pack. Let's start selling the things now. So I started selling my furniture one by one. Started selling the furniture one by one on eBay, getting our things ready, having to check, okay, what coffers do we need? What do we need? I even started applying for schools in Namibia for the kids, whatnot. My mother was running around the place in Windhoek, trying to prepare for our return. We were ready, we are coming back. And then I think I had another meeting where now at the DRK where I was supposed to go get, I don't know, traveling dates or something like that. I don't know. I had to go to this meeting again. When I came there, this is another thing that twisted the whole thing. When I came there, they said that no, actually you won't get the 3,000 euros. Because they said because it's not, actually this was not going to be a deportation anymore. Yeah, let me make that clear. This was not going to be a deportation anymore because it's like, when I agreed that I was going to sign off I'm getting these travel certificates, I'm going, I had to come into agreement that I'm going back free willingly. They called it free willingly. That's why they were giving the 3,000 euros. It's a free willing return, and I can even come back next year. Because when you are deported, you are not allowed to return to the country for the next 5 years. At least you are burned. Okay? So it was a free willing return. I was not gonna be escorted by the police. It's just me, take my kids from here, book a taxi, go to the airport, and yeah, get my 3,000 euros and go back to Namibia, right? So I was like, yeah, good, let's do that. I'm gonna sign up for that. Let's do that. But when I went to their offices now, they changed their mind that they're not gonna give me this 3,000 euros. Now that got me angry. Not like got me angry. Not like got me angry, but really, Namibia going back to Namibia without $1 without $1 in your wallet, and you have 2 kids to feed, and also you don't even know the situation back home, that what you have to protect yourself from. How are you going to do that without money? It didn't make any sense anymore. There was just no way I was going to land in Namibia without Othiringa. Without money, it didn't make any sense. I know even the 3,000 euros, yes, it was not even enough, right? In itself, it was not even enough. I think there was extra things that I could have gotten, business plans, whatever, not all these things that you get when you are returning free willingly. You get support to open up a business in Namibia, blah, 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 blah. But they were not giving me the opportunity and the time to get these things, to apply for these things, because you have to apply for most of these things here in Germany, this business plan stuff and whatever, not this full support. The outside border was just in a rush to get me out of here because we were on a deportation list. They wanted to just book my flight even that Monday because I already have the travel certificate so that we can just leave. I'm like, no, I cannot leave. Even just with these 3,000 euros is not even enough. I want to plan at least for the next 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks, give me a month for me to plan and get my business plan money in and whatever, not so that I can really go have a starting ground. They didn't want to give me that. Now that's what triggered everything, that okay, that means I cannot even go back, right? So I lost the travel certificates. I lost the travel emergency certificates, guys. I lost them, okay? I lost them. I lost them. Lost them. I lost the travel certificate, emergency certificates. They came to me like, okay, where is the travel certificates? Are you ready? We need them to book the flight. I said, I lost them. I don't have them. Because they wasn't even concerned about, giving me this money or whatever, or help or assistance for me to go and study again in Namibia. They were just concerned about, okay, you have your travel certificates, we'll book you, we'll pay. They were like, we're even paying for the flight. We'll pay for your flight, get going. I said, hey, no, I lost the papers. Y'all, those people were mad. They had to be. They had the right to be. They showed up at my doorstep, at my apartment. This same apartment, a lot of stuff happened in this apartment. But I've been living in this apartment, because I lived in Haldensteven, it marks maybe 3 years, 4 years now. A lot happened in this apartment. So anyway, they came to my apartment. I left the office then. Obviously, I left the office the day that they told me that we're not getting any support, whatever. You must bring your travel certificates. And that day when I went to the meeting, I didn't have them on me. So I said, yeah, okay, they're at home. Let's make another appointment. I'll bring them to you guys. And then next time they call me again, like, oh, okay, when are you coming? When are you bringing the travel certificates? So that we can book your flights and stuff. I said, I lost them. I lost them. I don't have them anymore. I'm sorry. They came at my doorstep. Yeah, where is the travel certificates? Right now. What do you mean? Where's the travel? No, sorry, I'm lying. You guys, I prayed. If you watch that video of the video that I made, also it's also on my YouTube channel, where I said I went around my building for 7 times, praying over my apartment. I prayed. The moment that you approach, the moment that you can come from wherever you're coming with this angry heart, the moment that you come at my doorstep, you will calm down. This house. It's the Lord's house. This is the house of the Lord. This is the house where there's a presence and angelic, just mentally just imagine right now at my doorstep, there's 2 angels standing there. The moment that you come there with your anger, whatever, you must calm down. Your spirit must calm down. They were not angry, they came. They even asked me, the moment that they came, they even came 2. Or were they 3 men, gentlemen? From the house under water. Yeah, I'm cringing. I hope they don't get to watch this video. But truth must be told. And I'm sharing these things so that people can really understand what is asylum seeking. What do we go through? And when you hear people are going through depression, people are killing themselves in the diaspora, it's because of these things. And nobody, or hardly, or maybe let's be honest, hardly people tell you stories at the top of the thought, but they don't give you every detail of the steps of what it feels like, the life that we live here as asylum seekers. And then other people make the mistake of choosing the same route journey. That's why I will never advise even my worst enemy to come to diaspora with asylum seeking. That thing. But at the end of the day, if you are running from something, yes, you will have to do it. But in most cases, there's other opportunities to come to the diaspora than asylum seeking. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please, it will kill you. Having to live illegally in another person's country is also just not right. But to shoot a math, no. But anyway, let me stick to the story. So yeah, the 3 gentlemen came, the house on the border men came, and as soon as they came, they asked me, hi, can we come in? They even asked, can we come in? When I heard the story, one other day they went to another person also, door. They didn't even ask if they came in, like if we can come in. They just bunched into the door, like, yeah, what not. Normally they will not ask you if we can come in, because they feel like obviously they are paying for their apartment and stuff like that. They own this apartment. But when they came at my apartment, they came down. Their spirits had to humble themselves. They asked me if they can come in. I said no. I said no. I just said no. Make it quick. What do you need? No, we heard that you lost the travel certificates. We gave the travel certificates. What do you mean? Where are they? I told them I lost them. It was the day. Oh wait, oh my goodness, let me just try to rush the story, because I left before they even came to my house. I left my whole house with my children. to Goslar. Literally running away. I didn't say that part. That was before they came to my doorstep. Because they didn't hear from me for like 2 weeks. I think that's even what gave them the power, and I don't know what's the right word to use, to come to my house, because they were like, what's happening with this girl? Where's her travel certificates? Where is she? She needs to leave, you know? Where was these documents even given in her hands in the first place? Now she's dodging us, you know? That's what they felt when they came at the doorstep, because for 2 weeks I was gone. When I was going through these issues, I was not alone. I had a friend of mine that had a friend, someone that just became a friend, that we were dealing with closely with this issue. And she will give me a lot of advices like, you know, let's go, it's better if you do this, whatever. And also, she helped me in a way to say that she kept on saying to me, like, we cannot go to Namibia, do not go back to Namibia, take this going back to Namibia out of you, fight for your children, whatever not. For that, I will be forever grateful for. But also sometimes even like when God sends people to, I'm trying to be careful with these words, I'm trying to put it carefully. You know, when someone is introduced in your life for the first time, when you meet someone for the first time, your spirits, it's either they will lead you or you will lead them. Be it a friend, be it a boyfriend, be it a new colleague, maybe in a new workplace. When you start to learn someone for the first time, you are meeting for the first time and you are starting to get to know each other, one will overpower the other one and direct the other one. You are always being led. Whether we want or not, we are being led. So but the first time that you meet, these are the crucial times. These are the crucial times. We get to see who will lead the other one. And when I got to meet this person, I was at my most vulnerable time. Because as I explained, I was just also coming from these depression clinics and whatnot. When we got this whole news of deportation and what we were going through in January, this and stuff, I was not okay. I was not myself. I was weak, and all I was thinking of was just to go back home. And also when you come to my life, when you come into me as a friend and as a new person that don't know me so much, whatever, you will want to lead me. You will lead me knowingly and unknowingly. Your things that you say, you will like, okay, let's do this. I'll just be like, yeah, okay, let's do it. You know, whatever. I'm like, yeah, okay, fine, let's try. I didn't have any authority over my life anymore. I lost power over myself. The way that I normally deal with problems is not how I was dealing with problems back then. Because normally when I have a problem, I will withdraw. That's how I am. And this withdrawing is, you know, some people say it's bad when you have a problem, when you isolate, whatever not. But for me, that's my power. Isolation, when I have a problem, it's my power. Because I withdraw, and I withdraw to be with God. I withdraw to think about, okay, what is the truth and what is not true? And what is the next way forward? And I could only think about these things when there's no noise around me, when I'm not hearing people say, do this, do that, whatever. I love to withdraw and think about what I'm thinking about, you know, and plan. I'm such a planner, and I'm very goal orientated, you know, like, this is what's happening, what is the solution? I'm solution orientated as well. And I speak to God, and we sit like, okay, what is this, and you know, God will take me to scripture, whatever. But I didn't do these things around this time around, and I was spending most of the time with this person on the call for 3 hours even, or we are meeting up or whatever, and I didn't even have time to think my own thoughts, to have my own directions in life, or this next, what are we going to do now? Yes, in my heart, I knew that I wanted to go back to Namibia, you know, and one thing that I will appreciate from this person was that she was telling me, you have to fight to stay here. I will forever appreciate that. And I continue to pray for her also, But there's just so many other certain things that the person was saying to do that it's not right. I know she might also watch this video, and I do not mean to just I'm being very careful with choosing the right words. I just want to share. There's not even a bad spirit between me and her, and she didn't even do anything wrong. It's just who she is, or who this person is as well. It's their character, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that this person was at fault with anything or did anything wrong. Just the way she deals with stuff is not the way that I normally deal with stuff, with things. So on a normal day, we will not be clicking, but on those days, I was with her. I had no control over my life. I had no control to say, no this, no, I'm not going there, or no, I'm not doing that. I was agreeing to disagree. And so at some point she was like, yeah, why come out? Oh my goodness, why am I even saying? I don't want to talk about other people. Not, I don't want to be sued. But at some point I decided, yeah, and it's not like so she was not at fault at all, and I love her from afar. I really appreciate her and everything, but it was everything was just leading me in the direction where I was not supposed to go. And I was agreeing myself. I myself was at fault. I was the one who was at fault. I was the one who was saying, yes, okay, fine, let's do. So when I lost my papers, my travel certificate, immigration certificates, okay, now what do I do? These people will come here, and when you're going through a lot of stuff, and especially this deportation stuff, and there's TikTok, there's so much noise, everybody's saying things, the TikTokers, whatever, like people are getting deported, and everybody has their own opinion. If you don't do this, if you don't do that, they will do this, they will do that. Now that they will come and pick you up, there's a deportation camp, people are going to be held there, and blah blah blah. There were so many things that was going on TikTok. People's opinions, people's beliefs, people hearing things and whatnot. So we were like, we had that fear also, like, okay, now that I lost my papers, if I stay here, like it's hot on fire. It's just not safe and whatever not. And let me just go somewhere else to figure out. Actually, to be honest, the plan was just go. But I was so tired of Sachsen-Anhalt. If I was gonna stay now, what will I do? I lost my papers. I can also not stay. But Sachsen-Anhalt was just disgusting. My whole apartment was just disgusting. I just wanted to go away somewhere. Fine. I was like, okay, fine. If I cannot go away to Namibia, let me go away somewhere else. I just wanted to go and start over somewhere else. If I cannot go do it in Namibia, let me do it somewhere in other parts of Germany. I also had that feeling. And most of those feelings also, I was also just with the wrong company that was also just putting most of that, yes, it's right. But that's why when you're having problems, be careful where you get counsel from. When you're going through a situation, be careful who you go to for advice. Number one, let me quickly teach you. Do not go for advice to someone who's going through the same situation as you. Number one. Number two, do not go for advice for someone who has not journeyed the situation that you are going through. They don't have experience about it. You're just going to them because they are your friend, or they are your besties, whatever. If you want to ask someone advice about what you are going, that specific thing, there's a difference between telling someone and asking for advice from someone. You can tell your best friend, but it's not all the advices that you will ask your best friend or whatever not. There's some things that you will have to ask advice, seek counsel from someone who has not just experienced the thing, but experienced the thing and travailed in it and has been successful in it. Those are the people that you have to go to advice. That's one lesson that I've learned. And also, I've also experienced, even during that course of time, that people will advise you according to what they themselves are going through too. After that, I talked with another friend who was also coming from Namibia. During the process of me wanting to go back to Namibia, they were like, yeah, dude, we cannot go to Namibia. Namibia is so expensive. And, people will advise you from a place of love. But it will always be according to what they are going through. And because I have friends. One thing God has blessed me with is friends, right? I have people that don't like me too. But I have my destiny helpers. I have a group of friends. And you share things with your friend. They have to know what's going on in your life at some point, because you live together, you are friends, right? Everybody will tell you things. Like someone else will be like, why just go home? Maybe because also that's also how they feel like. They also may be tired of Germany. People will advise you according to how they feel and what they are going through at that moment. So when you're seeking advice, number one, seek advice from the Holy Spirit, Jesus, God, and then seek advice from professionals or someone that has succeeded in the thing that you are struggling with at the moment. That's all what I wanted to say. Let's move forward. I don't know where we were. Yapping. Yeah, so at some point, I was saying that, we went. I agreed with this person and we picked up everything of my house. So far, it's getting emptier and emptier and emptier and emptier. I literally just left my bed here. That's the only thing that I didn't manage to sell on eBay, and I was ready to leave it. So we went running away, going away. Picked up our bags with my kids. We went, took a train, and we were in Germany, just somewhere else, just to have a breather. And when I went there, Atuheruka came into this place. Why it was such a bad experience. It was such a bad experience. A friend of the person that I was going to was working in another town, so her apartment was free. So we went to go stay in this apartment alone. It's just me and the kids in this apartment in that town. Mashoka apartment. I will forever be grateful for that. That's also this, but there's so many people that played a role in helping me, that God used. God also used this lady. And I also pray that she may be blessed in her career, in her finances, in all her doings, in her waking, in her sleeping. I've been just saying lately that every person that God has used to help me in the plan of, in his plan, in God's plan that he had for me, may these people be used. May these people be blessed, right? She blessed me so much. But the house, like when you are working in the apartment, it will literally be, it's like the whole house is about to fall down and collapse. It was a very old apartment, and it was this standalone apartments, I think. Nitax accent. It was a Nitax accent. So this, the thing was maybe old or what. Well, you have to work it. But it was so weird. And the Nitax accent buildings are not like the ones here. The Omututuka Rambani and these short ones, and I don't know. Lower Saxony. Anyway, that apartment was just giving me more panic attacks. Jokes aside, really, we stayed there, but the person that we went to, the friend of the person that let us the apartment, was an Namibian, and she was also close by. So we will spend the time with her. We will have dinner every day. And she's such a blessing. She's such a sweet person. So we stayed there for 2 weeks. I got the kids out of school, and I just told the teachers of the teachers of the teachers of my kids that we are going through this and this and that. We just need a breather and a break. I'm gonna take the kids away for 2 weeks. We're going away for 2 weeks, but we'll be back, right? So they said, okay, fine. So because it was during school days, so we were there in this apartment. Somehow it felt, now I was a little bit alone. I was also away from the company of the person that I was with. Obviously, we will talk on the phone here and there, but most of the time, somehow I also just started slowly getting to come down. I think being in a different place, in a different environment did help. It did help. So I was slowly coming down. I slowly started to spend time on myself. Just an afternoon, just pretending I'm sleeping, I'm not answering the call, or I'm not talking to anybody, just to think and just come down a little bit. And also, the person that I went to, really, may God bless her as well. Her spirit was also very welcoming. And I'm saying spirit because I've noticed that we live in such a spiritual world. And when you are meeting someone, you are not meeting someone physically, you are meeting their spirit first and foremost. And some spirits are just deadly. Owanga. Some spirits are really welcoming. So when someone's spirit is welcoming and her heart is in the right place and everything else, it heals you spiritually too. No, unknowingly. I didn't know that this was happening, but I think even sitting now, I understand that being around this person was doing me good. I didn't know that, she didn't know that, but God knew it. She was not saying something special or talking to me, whatever. We were just together. We would eat together in the evenings, and then I would spend the day at the apartment, and also by hustling. No, so it did me good. I was getting back to myself. And then I realized, hey, anyway, the 2 weeks were coming to an end now. I was like, bye, let me go back home. What am I going to do now? There's Schulpflicht. The kids, it's a must in Germany that the kids are required they have to be in school. If not, you will be taken to prison even. No? So, yeah, I had to go back because the 2 weeks was now ending and I had to go back. Not for this person to tell me that, oh, you will not be safe if you go back. But I said, I'm not going to go home. Like, whoo! That's it. That's it. But I'm going back home. I am going back home. Why can I be by? You go to weekend. But what am I even doing? What is this? What I'm doing? What is this running and stuff? This is not me. I started to realize, like, where am I? What am I doing? I started to come back to myself. I was not myself at all. When I was moving around and doing all this, I was not myself. I started to realize, like, what is this? This is not how I fight my battles. This is not how I fight my battles. How does the song go? This is not how I fight my battles. What is this? Why don't you let me go back home? And also, we went to Hanover. We met me and this person also. That's why I'm saying that there are some things that I will a little bit. No, never mind. Let me cut that out. We went to Hanover, and we met this organizations that gives you advice for Flüchtlinge, also immigrants and stuff like that, especially in situations like this. And this person advised us that these people, as long as they do not have your traveling certificates anymore and whatever not, at the end of the day, there's nothing that they can do to you. So there's no need to run to go anywhere. You still have so many opportunities and chances. Go back to your homes. Go and eat, relax, drink, and relax and eat and be merry. And so that also helped me. It was like a confirmation of what I was already feeling in my spirit. Let me just go back home to Sachsen-Anhalt, to this apartment. So we packed up again. And myself. We packed up again. We came back to Sachsen-Anhalt here, Ongandamba. The kids started, and the moment that we arrived, the house was empty. No TV, no nothing. The house was empty. And I got myself financially into trouble because of having to go back to Namibia, whatever. So even the money that I sold the furniture with, I had to pay for something. And then also, even in Goslar, you are living for 2 weeks in this other town. You have to eat, you have to do whatever, life goes on. You still have to eat, you still have to go to the Louvre. Sister. Anyway, so I couldn't even buy furniture back or whatever. We came back to an empty house. But the moment that I walked into my house, even me and even the kids also, I could feel it. They were like, "Shoo, whew, welcome back home." The same place I was like, this place is disgusting. I want to go out of home. I think we just needed that. We just needed to go out of the situation and then maybe come back again on one worry. I was so happy to be home. And also my social batteries run out. I'm not such a socializer. Like I will at the beginning, like Twaka and me, we will spend even 2 days together, 3 days, like talk, whatever. But my social battery runs out. I love to spend time on my own myself. I love spending time with myself, right? So even being in the other town that we were with the other good soul, my other good soul, we were eating together every evening. We were together, and it was so helpful. You are drinking together, chilling. But it did such a healing work. Like God also used her a lot in this journey of mine. But my social battery, I think, was also depleted. So when I got home, I felt that like, whew, I'm happy to be home. I'm not saying that most people say that. As much as I have good friends, I have people that hate the guts of me. They say so many things about me. But there are people that truly got to understand me and know me for who I am and have accepted me for who I am. I can and I love to stay with someone in my house for even a month or 2 months or 3 months or whatever, or a year. But because my social battery runs out, I want to stay. I would even say, okay, I'm going to stay in my room, or I'm just going to sit there in that corner. After yapping and yapping with you and talking and laughing, there comes a time where I need to withdraw and just sit in the corner there and just read my books, just spend time on my own. And even though you are still in the house, we can be in the same house, and I love that. I want to feel your presence. Even though I'm sitting there, even though I'm in my room there, and I can feel your presence and you are there, it also does me good. And I love that. I love being around people. But I'm not going to be a poor man 24/7 where I just talking and laughing all the time. It's just not me. Not physically and not also telephonically. I'm not going to call you every day. I'm sorry. So I was happy to be home, to just be alone, finally, with my kids in our empty house. Yeah, we had to rebuild again from the beginning. When we got home, that's when, let's go back now. Let's continue the story now nicely. Well, this video is going to be all over the place. So when we got home, that's when the 3 Auslander bordermen came at my door. Remember, a little rewind. When they asked if they should come in, and then I said no, and then they asked me, where is your title certificates and where have you been? I'm like, I traveled to this town because I'm to a town for 2 weeks just to get away from all this because I was stressed, I was confused, and I just needed mich ausruhen, to relax myself. I don't know how to say ausruhen in English. I explained that to them, and I said, during this trip, when I went with the things, I lost my papers. I lost it. I don't have it anymore. It's gone. Okay, you have to contact your embassy, do another one. I said, okay. Okay, that conversation was actually telephonically when they said I must contact my embassy and do another one, whatever. And then I just said. And then later when they came at my door, I'm trying to remember everything. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful thing to say. You have forgotten what you went through, the bad things that you went through. What an honor to say that. Anyway, in a nutshell, that's what happened. They went back empty-handed, and yeah, I stayed. That happened that was now February now, end of February now. We are back here at home in the empty house. Now I had to figure out now, okay, what's next?